want to start with something, just kind of give a basic explanation of stress versus anxiety and depression, right? Stress is a completely normal human reaction. If you've never experiencing stress, you are a robot, right? And the reason why stress is important is because that is the biology of surviving, right? As you know, Janet, when we're facing a threat, whether it's that lion chasing after us, stress is our body's response to say, okay, we're gonna have to deal with this, right? I've got to like make sure the heart is beating faster, the lungs expanding, the muscles are primed to outrun the lion, right?
Yeah.
Now, that is stress, then when that immediate threat. But today, maybe not too many of us have lions chasing after us, but we have a boss that's really angry at us, right? Or clients that are upset, or bills that we have to pay, or even a spouse that's sort of like, upset at us. These are today's 21st century lions. And the problem is, unlike in the African savannah where the lion kind of gives up after 30 seconds if they can't catch you, the antelope, today, I haven't figured out, you can tell me, Janet, how to make that boss or that client or the spouse or the bills stop after 30 seconds. It doesn't, right? So it keeps coming back again and again and again, to the point where we've evolved, where we now have something called anxiety, which is the stress threat isn't there yet, but we anticipate it. Our minds start to play that scenario of a future potential threat. The boss is not angry at me, but I am expecting the boss to be angry at me. The client's not yet upset with me. I'm expecting the client to be upset at me, right? And so the body's experiencing the same reaction without that threat being in front of us. Now, depression, in one way of looking at it, is the threat has passed, but I can't let go of the thought. It keeps playing in my head.
Yeah.
And so it's like right, all the way from childhood trauma, right? They can't let go and they keep playing in our head over and over and over again. And just to give you a sense of why this is important is, when I do Ironman triathlon, so at least I used to before all the COVID-19 reactions, right? One day of an Ironman triathlon of swimming 4 kilometers in the sea and cycling 180 kilometers and then running 42-kilometer marathon, I burn 6,000 calories in one day, right? I can lose like 3 or 4 kilos from one day, right? Now, interestingly, a world champion chess grandmaster competing in a chess championship tournament will burn 6,000 calories from thinking, because you're not going to burn calories from moving chess pieces, right? But the brain is working on overdrive, thinking about multiple scenarios and movements. They lose 3 to 4 kilos of weight from a tournament of chess.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Because the brain is only 2% of our body's weight. It consumes 20% of our energy. So it's the most energy intensive organ in our body. Now, when you start to have these thoughts, right, those anxious thoughts of the future keep playing and you can't stop it, or the depressive thoughts of the past keep playing and you can't stop it, you become physically fatigued and tired and no longer able to perform well because you're overwhelmed with these thoughts. Now you start to understand the link between what happens in our minds and how it affects our body. When you're better able to control these thoughts, you can actually become better physically to handle it.